AM 1230 KXO Centro, California.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. We start in the Big Apple, where Jackson Dart and the G-Men notched their first win of the season, knocking off the previously unbeaten Chargers 21-18. It wasn't all good news for the Giants. Star wideout Malik Neighbors, injured in the second quarter, is believed to have suffered a torn ACL per NFL Network insiders Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero. Staying in the NFC East, the Eagles improved to 4-0 after escaping with a 31-25 win over the Bucs in Tampa. Speaking of undefeated, the Bills are still perfect on the season. They sent the Saints packing 31-19. Over in KC, Patrick Mahomes tossed 4 touchdowns, led the Chiefs to a 37-20 win over the Ravens. Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers improved to 3-1. They bested the Vikings 24-21 over in Dublin, Ireland. And in the nightcap, the Packers and Cowboys needed overtime to see their duel end in a 40-40 tie. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380. Again, 1-800-217-4380.
Well, happy Monday to you, the 29th day of September, the penultimate day, 2025, if you're keeping score. Coming up, we've got to look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news, weather, all sorts of good stuff. We'll go in depth with the weather, and you're going to love the forecast, okay? Yeah, it's going to be good. So what's happening in the world? An extremely aggressive squirrel. A squirrel is being blamed for sending multiple people to the hospital. Yes, in the San Rafael area, multiple attacks have been reported by San Rafael residents. That, according to the Humane Society, squirrels, yes, they can get aggressive. Squirrels. Okay. Yeah, unless you lived where there are trees, you really don't know what a squirrel is. A squirrel is a rat with a bushy tail, and people think they're cute. Anyway, I understand coming soon to the Sci-Fi Channel, Squirrelnado. Okay? Yeah. Will squirrels be more dangerous than sharks? We'll keep an eye on that for you. And, let's look back in history. Way back in 1966, the Camaro was introduced by Chevrolet. Yeah, well, their answer to the Mustang. The Camaro was originally named Panther. Okay? Yeah, well, they got away from that. Of course, Ford had the Mustang. Mercury had the Cougar. So, Chevrolet came up with the Panther, which never flew because they changed the name to Camaro. Okie dokie. Okay, so if you keep track of what's happening in the world of words, Merriam-Webster is adding 5,000 new words to its collegiate dictionary, including doom scroll, dumb phone, and WFH. The company also introduced curated words lists, including words for things that often go unnamed. If you go back far enough, you'll realize they used to be called sniglets. Remember that? Yeah. Okay. We've got birthdays to celebrate today. We can celebrate our big shot birthdays. Actor Ian McShane, is 83. Composer Mike Post, 81. Actor Patricia Hodge, 79. Mark Farner of Grand Funk Railroad, 77. Brian Gumble, 77. Comedian Andrew Dice Clay, 68. Actor Roger Bart is 63. Actor Ben Miles, 59. Actor Jill Whalen, she was on the Love Boat, she is 59. Actor Erica Eleniak is 56. Actor Emily Lloyd, 55. Actor Natasha Gregson Wagner, 55. Actor Rachel Cronin, 54. Actor Alexis Cruz, 51. Actor Zachary Levi, 45. Actor Chrissy Metz, 45. Actor Kelly McCreary is 44. Actor Dudge Brochu is 35. Singer, American Idol winner Philip Phillips, 35. And singer Halsey, 31. Got local birthdays coming up.
High school football is on KXO AM 1230 and the KXO YouTube channel. Follow the Central Spartans and the Southwest Eagles. Carroll, Buckley, and John Dripple will be at the 50-yard line with all the action. High school football is brought to you by
McNeese Mart at Dogwood and Main in El Centro, Stan's Auto Body, Case Carney in El Centro and Yuma, El Serape Restaurant, and the Central Union High School District.
Let's say happy birthday, Brianna Munoz and Vanessa Munoz, they're twins, Monica Baca, Sebastian Green, Miguel Ramirez, Mark Gary, Mary Cazares, Gordon Garawal, Martha Santana, David Garcia, Monica Langford, Corina Rosas, Miguel Alvarez, Rosa Valenzuela, Beatriz Cañas, Mario Torres Jr., Elaine Lopez, Jennifer Puckett, Johnny Dooney, Carrie Brister, Virginia Serrano, Marcy Sesma, Susan Kuhn, Mario Nunez, Pedro Carranza, Lily Rubicalva, Rocky Thompson, Pedro Ramos, and Maria de Jesus Curiel. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns. I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Jared Anchondo. Jared, I can tell you had a good weekend. The bandages and the crutch give it away. Yeah, well, I know. The weather was pretty good for the weekend, so a lot of people tried to overdo it in the yard, right?
Yeah, but it was good weather, and I'll take it.
Yep. A little bit of the sprinkles, at least in the center of the valley on Saturday, flooding over along the river. So, anyway, Yuma got hit again. And for the most part, a little bit in the north end and especially around the Colorado River. Not a whole lot in the center of the Imperial Valley. Thankful for that. Okay, we've got news and other important stuff. We will update the weather for you. And like I said, you're going to enjoy the forecast. But let's jump in with a look at World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. Officials in Michigan say the death toll could go up after a local Marine veteran plowed his car into a Latter-day Saints church in Grand Blanc, opened fire, and ignited the building. At least 4 people were killed. Paul Kirby was inside.
I felt some shrapnel hit my left leg, and then a bullet went through the glass door about a foot from me.
The president meets with congressional leaders today as a Wednesday morning budget deadline looms. White House spokeswoman Caroline Leavitt.
There's nothing to negotiate when you have a clean CR. Look, there are, of course, important policy discussions that can be had, but we are nearing a government shutdown.
Oregon is suing to try to stop the president from sending the National Guard into Portland. Governor Tina Knowles.
Putting our own military on our streets is an abuse of power and a disservice to our communities and our service members.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news, government shutdown looming if a new budget deal isn't reached by the end of the day tomorrow. Democrats demanding tax credits for the Affordable Care Act be part of that budget. Congressman Mike Levin says Republicans aren't negotiating.
They are unwilling to meet with us in any sort of good faith attempt to keep government open and to keep health care costs from increasing.
Meeting today between Republican and Democratic leaders in the Senate and President Trump. Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley insisting his party has momentum in California and that they're turning the tide against the governor.
The coalition for common sense, people who just want to return sanity to our state and turn the page on the insanity that he's inflicted on us the last 7 years. That coalition has never been stronger.
Kiley speaking over the weekend to Golden State Republican women. A South Los Angeles tow truck driver who allegedly interfered with an ICE operation is to face charges in a federal courtroom today. Bobby Nunez scheduled to be arraigned for theft of government property. Gas prices $4.65 a gallon statewide, down a penny from last week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org and get real-time information about the air that we breathe. Tariq Cardiovascular and Vein Center invites you to meet their new primary care providers, Mary Kay Klockman and Myra Casillas, both nurse practitioners. They join Dr. Tariq at the Imperial Valley's premier cardiology practice and provide care as it should be. Tariq Cardiovascular and Vein Center, 435 West Eaton Road in Imperial. Call for an appointment, 760-879-8590. 760-879-8590. Tariq Cardiovascular and Vein Center, trusted in cardiovascular and family care. And let's jump in with page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley at El Centro Motors, at the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
KXO News. Weather is to be a drier and much quieter weather pattern, and it will settle into the Imperial Valley this week. National Weather Service says temperatures will gradually warm up to seasonal levels by midweek. That means low to mid-90s in the daytime, with overnight lows in the upper 60s to low 70s. Light, mostly west winds are also in the forecast. Corn dog recall. A massive recall of corn dogs and sausage on a stick products have been issued. Hillshire Brands has announced that 58 million pounds of its corn dog and sausage products may have pieces of wood embedded in the batter. So far, at least 5 injuries have been reported. The products, sold under various labels, including State Fair and Jimmy Dean, were sold at stores nationwide as well as online and to school districts and the Department of Defense facilities. The company says that wooden sticks were entered during the production process prior to the product being battered, and this caused some to fragment. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection Service said that consumers with any of these products should throw them away or return them to the place of purchase. Again, that was State Fair and Jimmy Dean brand corn dogs and sausage on a stick products. Yeah, they have like the breakfast on a stick type of thing. Yeah, some of those. And corn dogs, yeah, be careful. KXO News Time, 7:42.
El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. We're talking the finest name brands in the business, and for a limited time, buy 3 tires, get the 4th tire for $1. Yep, buy 3, get the 4th for $1. Don't put off replacing your worn-out tires. Do it now and save at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers at the Imperial Valley Mall, the Brawley Auto Center, and at El Centro Motors.
Driver brandishes rifle. A man brandishing a firearm was stopped Thursday afternoon. According to the California Highway Patrol, they received the report of the incident that occurred on Interstate 8 near Dunaway Road. A driver was reported to have brandished a rifle at another motorist. CHP officers were able to locate the suspect vehicle and conduct a high-risk traffic stop. Officers found a loaded semi-automatic rifle in the vehicle. The driver was arrested and taken into custody. Construction progresses. A joint student housing project is moving forward. The project recently reached topping out with a traditional construction milestone marking the completion of a building's highest structural point. The project is a joint effort of San Diego State University Imperial Valley and Imperial Valley College. The student housing will have 40 single or double occupancy rooms at SDSU Imperial Valley, Calexico. The project is scheduled for fall 2026 opening. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and the weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations and a mobile service van. Quick Lane services all makes and all models. You don't need an appointment. You can schedule an appointment for Quick Lane or the mobile service van. Just go online, elcentromotors.net.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. 8+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they helped me. They calmed me down. They made me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And it's page 2 of the local news with weather. All brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
An additional 10 miles of border wall is planned for the Southern California international boundary. The Trump administration has announced plans to build the new barriers in the area of Otay Mesa port of entry and the Tecate port. The plans were announced last week when U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem waived several environmental laws to start the project. In addition to the new border barriers, there will be improvements to roadways as well as surveillance equipment along existing structures. Funding for the project was included in the House Resolution 1, the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill Act. Calipatria special meeting. The Calipatria City Council will meet this afternoon. The special meeting of the council agenda includes a proclamation recognizing October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and also proclaiming the month as Down Syndrome Awareness Month. The council is also expected to approve acceptance of state citizens' options for public safety program, or COPS funding. The meeting starts at 1 p.m. in the council chambers in Calipatria. Public Safety Gala. The Imperial Valley 9/11 Committee will host the first ever Public Safety Gala on Friday, October 3rd. That's this Friday. The gala is designed to be a community-wide event to honor and recognize the silent heroes who serve and protect our region every day. The theme for this one, for the inaugural event, it will be Desert Nights. with a K, like, Arthur and the Round Table, paying tribute to first responders who stand as modern-day knights, ready to protect, defend, and serve with courage and honor. The event will be held at the Casa de Mañana building at the California Midwinter Fairgrounds, starting at 6 p.m. this Friday. More information is available on the web at iv911.org. KXO News Time 748 will take a look at weather up next.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
According to the National Weather Service, a dry and quiet weather pattern will settle into the region beginning today and persist through the rest of this week. Temperatures will gradually warm from near normal to slightly above normal by the end of this week as a ridge of high pressure builds over the region. 92 our high yesterday, 70 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 96. Light wind becoming east-southeast about 5 miles an hour. Tonight will be mostly clear, a low around 73. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour becoming northwest after midnight. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 96. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southwest in the afternoon. 75 degrees, 61% relative humidity. The wind calm. Air quality is good throughout the Imperial Valley. Local news, page 2, and the weather presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991.
Caring for someone with a disability takes love, patience, and strength. But no one should have to do it alone. That's where California Connect comes in. We provide no-cost communication tools, training, and support to help your loved ones stay connected. Because when you have the right resources, caregiving feels a little lighter, and connection feels a lot easier. Find out more and apply at caconnect.org/caregivers. Call 800-806-1191 or email us at info@caconnect.org.
And it is sports time. Sports time brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. Well, no baseball today. Playoffs start tomorrow, and the Padres and the Cubs will mix it up tomorrow in the Windy City. Also tomorrow, the Reds and the Dodgers in the wild card game 1. That game in the evening. The other games, Tigers and the Guardians, the Red Sox and the Yankees, as playoff action begins. In other news on the world of sports, we'll get to NFL football. Don't worry. But Iga Swiatek won her 400th career match and advances in the China Open. And following his team's 15-13 loss to the Europeans in the 45th Ryder Cup, U.S. Captain Keegan Bradley said the event's long-standing envelope rule involving injured players should change. But Luke Donald, who became only the second European captain to win back-to-back Ryder Cups, said the rule is there to protect players and should remain in place. Well, you look for an excuse when you lose.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
Well, taking a look at NFL action, the Rams beat the Colts 27-20. Elsewhere, Texans shut out the Titans 26-0. Eagles beat the Buccaneers 31-25. Giants topped the Chargers 21-18. Patriots pounded the Panthers 42-13. Lions over the Browns 34-10. Bills beat the Saints 31-19. Jaguars jumped on the 49ers 26-21. Chiefs over the Ravens 37-20. Bears nipped the Raiders 25-24. In overtime, Sunday Night Football, it was the Packers and the Cowboys playing to a 40-40 tie. Oh, and by the way, the Steelers over the Vikings 24-21. Falcons clobbered the Commanders 39-27. Coming up, Monday Night Football, doubleheader, Jets and the Dolphins, Bengals and the Broncos. We've got Bengals and Broncos starting at 4:30 on AM 1230 KXO. High school scores, a real barn burner at Cow Jones Field. Went into overtime. Centro beat La Quinta 35-29 on a 90-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. Imperial jumped on Valley Center 61-28. San Isidro rolled Southwest 24-21. Brawley beat Calexico. That was a Thursday night game, 28-14. Hopeville pounded Escondido 48-6. Oh, will it ever stop? Calapat 68. Claremont 56. What a game. Boy. And Sweetwater top Palo Verde 34-6. There you go. Don't forget Monday Night Football coming up tonight. The Bengals and the Broncos starting at 4:30 on AM 1230. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's a look at financial news with a brief look at weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. President Donald Trump said in a Truth Social post today he will be imposing a 100% tariff on any and all movies that are made outside of the United States. Trump did not specify when or how the tariff could be enacted. If Trump follows through with his threat, it would mark the first time he's essentially imposed a tariff on a service rather than a raw good. The president initially threatened a 100% tariff on foreign-produced movies in May, arguing that other countries offer tax incentives that have drawn filmmakers abroad. In his post on Monday, he singled out California, saying the state has been particularly hard hit. Yeah, okay. And for years, following a significant and continuous quality and safety errors, Boeing has been barred from certifying the safety of some of its own aircraft on behalf of the U.S. government. Following 18 months of intense oversight and scrutiny from U.S. regulators, the Federal Aviation Administration is restoring Boeing's safety certification ability for some of the 737 MAX and 787 Dreamliners that it manufactures. Taking a look at the big board, a bit mixed on early trading. Right now, the Dow is off 27 points at 46,220. The S&P 500 up 24 26 points at 6,670. The NASDAQ up 175 points at 22,658. Meanwhile, gold jumped $44.50 an ounce. Oil is down $1.99 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number one priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
We will see sunny skies today with a high near 96, light wind becoming east-southeast about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight, a low around 73. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour becoming northwest after midnight. Tomorrow is sunny with a high near 96. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming south-southwest in the afternoon. And right now we're looking at 76 degrees, 58% our relative humidity. The wind, at least at the Imperial County Airport, is calm. Air quality good throughout the valley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service in the valley offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Dear employer,
my name is Phil Martin.
My name is Michael Roskovich.
Ronaldo Bird.
Zach Deiser. I am writing to express my excitement at the opportunity to join your team.
As someone on the spectrum,
I may communicate in ways that are different from what you are used to.
I possess a unique set of skills
that sets me apart from other candidates. Thank you for your consideration.
An autistic inclusive workplace is good for business. It's time to make a change. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/win.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Cammie McCormick. President Trump is hosting Israel's prime minister at the White House this hour after saying repeatedly last week that a deal on Gaza could be coming soon. CBS's Holly Williams reports.
Despite the president's positivity, there is a great deal of skepticism, including inside Israel. Previous ceasefires in 2023 and earlier this year both collapsed. The far-right allies of Israel's prime minister have made it clear that they do not want to end the war. They say they want a decisive defeat of Hamas.
The president will meet later with lawmakers who are hoping to avoid a government shutdown this week. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt this morning.
This is very simple. The president wants to keep the government open. He wants to keep the government funded. There is zero good reason for Democrats to vote against this clean, continuing resolution.
Police in Michigan are still searching the burned-out ruins of a church that was set ablaze after a gunman opened fire on worshipers. Paul Kirby was in the church with his family at the time and encountered the gunman.
I felt some shrapnel hit my left leg, and then a bullet went through the glass door about a foot from me.
At least 4 people died in the attack. The suspect was killed by police. European leaders are meeting this week to discuss how to defend against a growing number of Russian incursions into their airspace. Britain's new Foreign Secretary, Yvette Cooper, speaking today at a Labour Party gathering, said it's part of a deliberate, dangerous provocation on the part of Russia over Europe's support of Ukraine.
Ukraine's security is our security. Ukraine's fight is our fight. As Ukraine stands firm against Russia, Britain stands firm with Ukraine.
Ukraine's president said today Europe should adopt a defense shield. Tropical storm Imelda could bring heavy rain to parts of Georgia and the Carolinas. Brooke Lyon is mayor of James Island, South Carolina.
It's been really busy. We've had a lot of folks come through. We've given out thousands of sandbags in the last 24 hours.
Video game maker Electronic Arts is being acquired, as Stacey Lynn reports.
The company behind such popular games like The Sims, Battlefield, and Madden NFL will be acquired by the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia. Silver Lake and Affinity Partners, whose CEO is Jared Kushner, President Trump's son-in-law. The all-cash deal's worth an astonishing $55 billion. EA stockholders will be paid $210 per share.
Checking the numbers on Wall Street at this hour, stocks are mixed. The Dow is off 29 points. The Nasdaq is higher by 178. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Right now, you can save big with T-Mobile's phone and home internet bundle. Visit your local store to learn more.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
A surprise at the premiere of the new Bruce Springsteen biopic.
Trying to find some real in all the noise.
The real Bruce Springsteen stood up and joined stars Jeremy Allen White, Jeremy Strong, and the rest of the Deliver Me From Nowhere cast on stage at the New York Film Festival and picked up what he called his lifelong weapon of choice.
Every cars, gamblers, is trained.
His guitar, and put his political 2 cents worth in. Springsteen said America is still a land of hope and dreams, not fear or divisiveness, a land, he said, worth fighting for. The movie opens in theaters October 24th. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News, New York.
The EU's Environment Commissioner has tested positive for toxic forever chemicals after undergoing screening to raise awareness about the problem. Parts of Europe have proposed banning the chemicals in everything from pizza boxes to clothing. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I haven't paid my taxes in 8 years.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.